I think that he kind of personifies what he wants out of his employees, and in the way that he comes to work every day, treats people, cares for our patients.
I truly think he cares about the communities that, he puts his pharmacies in.
Mike is the type of pharmacist that if you run out of your medicine, on Sunday, and you would call Mike, I'm sure he would go and see that you got your medicine.
I just think he just promotes the whole community. I think that's great. We're very lucky to have him.
Community is important to me. I mean, it is our life. And, your community becomes like family. And sometimes that can happen rather quickly. When I first came to Garnett and bought my first pharmacy in March of '92 at the age of 25, it didn't take me very long at all to, develop some really close relationships with my patients. Our staff is amazing. We have some that have been with us almost since the beginning, so over 30 years. So think about that. And so a lot of that is a culture that we have, but it isn't just me setting the culture. It's those type of people that set the culture as well.
He is a problem solver. So when he is presented a problem, he is bound and determined to find a solution. I think that's definitely one of the things that motivates him, and also just making sure that he leaves his mark, and especially specifically in community pharmacy. I think he wants to make sure he walks away leaving it better than he found it.
Legislative affairs, but 15 or 20 years ago, while I was still advocating for PBM reform and to help preserve what I call preserve our way of life in independent pharmacy, but over the last 10 to 15, it has gotten absolutely critical that we get involved and that our voices are heard. And I've reached out all the time. I'm sending emails, and every time I visit with somebody on our team at the stores, I let them know that your voice does count.
Arguably, he elevates any community he comes into, and not only with his pharmacies. I mean, just look at Garnett and the revitalization with all of his businesses. So Garnett doesn't go the way of the small American town. For all of the communities that Mike is in, not having a pharmacy would be so detrimental to the communities in general. In quite a few of the communities that are small enough, the pharmacy is the keystone business in town. He's got a lot of smaller communities that potentially would just wither and die without the pharmacy.
I think it's really important because people like Mike are the movers and shakers, but they also care deeply about the community and the people in it, and they're willing to give of themselves and their resources to make it a better place for everyone.
I always admired Mike because he's very goal-driven. He's not a guy to just sit around a table and talk. We're going to figure out how we're going to make finances, how we're going to do things better for the community. He's one of those kind of people.